You know that knot in your stomach? That tight feeling when you know there's something important, something hard, you need to say to someone you care about? Maybe it's a partner, a friend, a family member, or even a colleague. You replay the conversation 100 times in your head, dreading their reaction, worried you'll mess it up, or worse, damage the relationship. So what do we often do? We avoid it. We sugarcoat it. We wait until it explodes. But avoiding honest conversations doesn't make the problem disappear. It just makes it fester. Today, we're going to talk about how to tackle those tough talks with kindness, clarity, and genuine connection. Before we even open our mouths, many of us are gripped by the fear of what might happen next. We anticipate anger, defensiveness, sadness, or even rejection. This fear is natural. We're hardwired to protect our relationships. But understanding this fear is the first step. It's not about eliminating it, but acknowledging it and choosing to move forward anyway. Recognize that the desire to avoid discomfort often leads to bigger discomforts down the line. What's the real cost of silence? Often, it's resentment, misunderstanding, and a growing distance. Let's reframe this fear not as a warning to stop, but as an indicator that something important needs to be addressed. Before you speak, get crystal clear on what you actually want to achieve. Are you looking for understanding, a change in behavior, or just to express your feelings? Vague complaints lead to vague solutions. Instead of "you always do X," try identifying the specific action or pattern and the impact it has on you. Ask yourself, what's the core issue here? What specific outcome would make this situation better? This isn't about scripting every word, but about understanding your purpose. When you're clear on your why, it guides your words and helps you stay focused, preventing the conversation from spiraling into unrelated arguments. A clear intention is like a compass for your difficult dialogue. Imagine trying to have a serious talk when your partner is stressed from work, rushing out the door, or in the middle of a big family gathering. It's a recipe for disaster. Choose a time and place where both parties can be present, calm, and have enough time to talk without interruption. This might mean scheduling it. Hey, I have something I'd like to discuss with you, and I want to make sure we have time to talk properly. Would tomorrow evening work for you? A neutral, comfortable environment helps too. Avoid bringing up heavy topics in the bedroom late at night or right before an important event. Respecting the timing shows you respect the other person and the importance of the conversation itself. This is a game changer. Instead of "you always interrupt me," which sounds accusatory and triggers defensiveness, try "I feel unheard when I'm speaking and get interrupted." Focus on your experience, your feelings, and the impact of their actions on you. Start with "I feel," when, because, and "I need." For example, "I feel really frustrated when the dishes are left in the sink overnight, because it makes me feel like my contributions to the household aren't valued, and I need us to find a system that works for both of us." This shifts the focus from blame to shared problem solving and expresses your vulnerability, which can invite empathy rather than defensiveness. It's easy to fall into the trap of attacking someone's character when we're upset. "You're so lazy," or "you're always so thoughtless." These statements are broad, judgmental, and rarely helpful. Instead, zero in on the specific behavior. "When the laundry isn't put away for days, I feel overwhelmed because I have to do it all." This differentiates the person from their actions. Remember, people can change their behaviors. They can't easily change who they fundamentally are, nor should they feel they need to for you. By focusing on behavior, you open the door for specific solutions and avoid making the other person feel attacked, which is crucial for productive dialogue. A conversation isn't a monologue. After you've expressed yourself, truly listen to their response. It's incredibly tempting to formulate your next point while they're talking, but resist that urge. Put your whole attention on what they're saying, both verbally and non-verbally. Ask open-ended questions like, "Can you help me understand your perspective on this?" Or, "What's going on for you?" Validate their feelings, even if you don't agree with their actions. "I hear that you feel overwhelmed by your workload, and that's why the chores pile up." This shows respect and creates a safe space for them to open up, which is essential for finding common ground and a mutually acceptable solution. Difficult conversations aren't usually resolved in one quick burst. There will be pauses, moments of silence, and perhaps even some awkwardness. Don't rush to fill the silence. Sometimes, people need a moment to process what's been said or to gather their thoughts. Patience is a powerful tool here. Allow space for both of you to reflect. It also communicates that you're willing to take the time this important conversation deserves, rather than just ticking a box. If emotions start to run too high, it's okay to suggest a break. Let's take 15 minutes to cool down and then come back to this. This isn't avoidance. It's smart communication management. Once both sides have been heard and understood, shift the focus to problem solving. This isn't about winning or getting your way. It's about finding a path forward that works for everyone involved. Brainstorm ideas together. How can we address this so that both of our needs are met? Or, what steps can we take to prevent this from happening again? Be open to compromises. Maybe the dishes can't be washed immediately every time, but a system of taking turns or loading the dishwasher before bed could work. Collaboration strengthens the relationship because it shows that you value their input and are invested in a shared future, not just your own comfort. A conversation, no matter how honest and kind, is only the beginning. The real work comes in the follow-through. If you've agreed on actions, both parties need to commit to them. And if there was hurt or discomfort during the talk, make an effort to reconnect and reassure. A simple, "I'm glad we talked about that. Even though it was tough, I feel closer to you now," can go a long way. Reaffirm your commitment to the relationship. Honest conversations are not about creating distance. They're about clearing the air so that intimacy and trust can deepen. It's an ongoing process of growth, not a one-time event. Saying the hard things kindly isn't always easy, but it is always worth it. It's a muscle that gets stronger with practice. By approaching these conversations with clarity, empathy, and a genuine desire for connection, you're not just solving problems. You're building deeper, more resilient relationships. Remember, true kindness isn't about avoiding discomfort. It's about navigating it with grace and courage. So, take a deep breath, find your voice, and start having those honest conversations. Your relationships and your peace of mind will thank you for it.